Recording.
Welcome back to episode number 10, episode number 10 with yarn as a second language. And this is the day you've all been waiting for. Well, probably not really.
I've been waiting.
But yeah, I know you have been waiting. So you can gloat. So in this episode, we are going to show the socks that we've made. And if you haven't seen the previous podcast, Nikki and I, we did a sock challenge amongst ourselves. And basically, she knitted a pair of socks and I crocheted a pair of socks.
Yes.
And we are going to let you decide. I don't want to say whose is better, but whose do you prefer, I guess.
That's what better means, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever. Now, we were going to do moms get 2 votes, but after looking at our analytics, only 3% of our viewers are guys. And I would say the other 97% who are women, I would say the majority probably are mothers in some capacity. So can we just go ahead and nix that part out?
Just one vote for one person, one crafter.
Perfect. But crocheters get 5 votes, right?
Okay. See, now you're doing too much. Don't worry, knitters. We got it.
Probably. So that's what we're going to do. And we're also going to show some works in progress and finished projects and probably just throw some other craziness at you. So hello, Miss Nikki. How are you?
Hello. How are you?
Marvelous. Simply marvelous.
Happy New Year's 2021. Here we go.
Yes, the new year. And we got a lot coming at everybody. We've been working hard. So, but first off, what are you drinking?
Well, I have water today in my brand new mug.
Oh my goodness.
Look at it.
Did you get that for Christmas?
I did. My boyfriend gave it to me.
Oh, he really loves you. How about that?
Cheers, boyfriend. So yeah, it holds a lot. I'm gonna be well hydrated this year. Man, what are you drinking?
You know, everybody knows what I'm drinking, but I sort of got a new cup too. Look how big this bottle is. And like you, do you know where I got this from?
I do.
Go ahead and say
my boyfriend.
Yes. And for all the new people, because we've had a lot of new subscribers lately, this is by far my favorite drink. I drink it nearly every episode. And typically it comes in a 12-ounce bottle. I don't know if you can see what ounce that is, but it's 16.9.
I see.
Yeah. And I love it. This is great. So that's what I'm drinking. Thank you, boyfriend.
You're gonna be flooded.
You're
gonna have to go to the restroom before we finish this, so we better get on with it.
Yeah, probably. So, what do you want to start with?
Oh, let's start with this sock challenge. Come on.
Okay, so I want to go first then.
Okay. Why do you want to go first?
Because I feel like after people see mine, they're going to really be like, oh, Nikki's is like so much better. And I'm okay with that. So I'm just ripping that Band-Aid off, basically.
I just want you to remember, you started a challenge. You said, oh, we should have a challenge.
Yes, I did. You're right.
Okay. I just don't want people to think I sucker punched you into doing this or anything.
No.
So, okay.
I did this. I did this to myself.
Okay. But I'm excited to see crochet socks. This is your first time making socks, right?
Correct.
Excellent. And you had a couple of false starts.
Correct.
Okay. So what did you finally wind up with?
So I started off making a sock and it took me forever. And I'm glad I redid it because I was able to learn. I
Yeah.
made a lot of mistakes and I was able to learn from them. So I used a yarn by Manny Petty. This is the rest that I have left.
Oh, okay.
And I meant to keep the label, but life,
Yeah.
it got lost somewhere. I used Manny Petty. That was and here is my sock.
Oh, that's so nice.
So this is what it's looking like. See if I can get it all in frame. There we go.
Oh man, I love the cuff.
So yeah, so let's see the cuff. And that was probably the easiest part of all this. Yeah, I have not tried it on because I did not make it my size. I just didn't have the patience.
Okay.
So I think this is about the size 7 shoe. This would fit
Okay.
me just fine.
Okay.
I did test it on my wife, who wears a 7, and it fits her perfectly.
Oh, beautiful.
So you see it, there's only one sock. It's not a pair of socks. I didn't have the oomph to keep going to make another one.
So you know that's a crafting thing. It's called second sock syndrome.
Really?
Yes, where people will make one item and of a pair and run out of steam on the second one. Happens with sleeves, happens with socks, mittens.
I ran out of steam. That's the best way of saying it. I ran out of steam.
Yeah, it happens.
So yeah, this is it.
Looks great.
A couple things. One, this is some very thin yarn. And like I said before, I don't have huge hands, but I don't have small hands. Okay. It was very hard on me to crochet this little tiny skinny yarn.
Do you remember what hook size you used?
I used a 3.0 hook, which was also a challenge because the yarn kept slipping off of the hook, which isn't a big deal, but when you're running out of steam and your hands hurt,
Yeah.
And also, one thing I noticed, what color was it? This green section. Okay. At a lot of different points, it was very frayed to the point where you just had to pull it a little bit and it would just break.
Oh, wow.
And it was always on the green.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's a lot of times I had to just break it and go ahead and just, start new with this.
Continue on.
Yeah. So because of that, I had to weave in
a lot of ends. Oh.
But I did weave them in. You will not, I did weave in most of them.
Here's just see that little one.
So, but yeah, this is my sock.
So, are you going to make the other one in the future?
I will probably never make another sock again.
Oh, just frame it, put it on the wall. Put it on the wall.
I'm done. I take that back. I will never use skinny yarn like this. And I wish I had the label to tell you what weight it was, but I will use a thicker yarn.
Well, that's kind of the thing for socks. If you're going to really wear them in a shoe, the yarn's got to be very fine. So
yeah, fine, like who? Like me? No? Yes?
And my turn. So no, seriously. So how long do you estimate you worked on that?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would say, oh boy, a long time.
Yeah.
I put in a good amount of time every other day for about 3 weeks.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. I would say 10 hours easy.
Oh yeah.
10 plus probably.
Yeah.
So
And that's
I
just
have
the
a
one, when people say, "Can you make me blah?" They have no idea the time commitment.
yes, yeah. I have a new appreciation for people who do this. I
Yeah.
have a new appreciation for the machines who do this. I have a new appreciation for I don't know if you'd be engineers, but the people who create and make socks, like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
designers.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's a lot of
So
work. I can never do it.
it's a lot of work.
So,
So
okay. So put that in a picture frame and put it on
yes,
your wall.
yep, I
But
will.
that is an
Ne-
achievement.
Next time we do a podcast, you'll probably see it right here on the wall. So, but yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
glad
wonderful. I think you did a great job.
I'm glad we did it, but you can go ahead and embarrass me now. Go ahead.
Oh, whatever. I do have completed socks. I have knit socks once before, but it's been a long time because, like you, it's a lot of fine motor skills, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it's just not. It doesn't give me the instant gratification that I like. But I do have my socks, and I should get extra credit because I made, homemade little sock blockers out of cardboard. I have a cereal box, but these are my pair of Rose City rollers. And I'll put her name down below. I can't remember the designer right now. But these are shorty socks out of my hand-dyed yarn that I dyed with my Wilton's gel. The base was just Joann's, I got it at Joann's, Patton's Croy sock yarn. So they are mostly twins.
Yeah.
So I dyed the yarn together, so they should have come out pretty good. But I enjoyed watching the colors develop. So that was pretty fun since I dyed it myself. And the sock knitting took me quite a bit longer than I had anticipated, but they fit me, you know. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I can't say that I'm going to become, sock knitter extraordinaire. I knit these on size ones, double pointed needles. I knit them two at a time on double pointed. So that's the only way I finished. I had two sets of the needles and I knit them two at a time. So I picked up, I did the edge on one and then I did the edge on the other. Then I did the heel on one and did the heel on the other. That was the only way I was going to do this because I have had second sock syndrome before and it was unpleasant. I did eventually finish that pair, but it was traumatic. It was a lot. But Rose City Rollers, and I think they turned out well. If I was a sock knitter, if this was a great fun process for me, I think I would be like, everybody's going to get socks because it's satisfying to have something wearable like that. And my little sock blockers I just made out of a cereal box. So I traced around it, cut around it. So that's the process.
I think they look great.
I like the colors. That was kind of what I had in mind. These kind of Grinchy, Christmassy colors. So that's my entry into the sock challenge.
Well, I like them. So knitting,
Sorry.
did your hands get tired doing
Yeah,
all
I
that?
had to take a lot of breaks. I had because these needles are super fine. And I also had, cover your ears if you don't like injury talk. I also had a knitting injury. I grazed the side of my hand. You see that little mark with this. So it was, I survived, but just barely. I did have to take a lot of breaks, have to take a lot of stretch, have to, do something else for a while. But these were, I didn't make a long cuff on purpose. because I knew that this much more would just put me over the top where I couldn't do it. So there was enough variety in the knitting time. Okay, I'm on the edge, I'm on the heel. This is just a slip stitch heel. And I'm on the gusset. And so by the time I was super tired of one section, it was time to go on to another section. So that helped me doing them 2 at a time. Helped. Otherwise, I don't think I would have finished. If I had just done the first one, that's a huge undertaking to do twice.
Yeah.
They fit. I tried them on. I knit them. They're knit top down, so I was able to try them on and to make sure they fit. I did the Kitchener. I Kitchenered the toes. Let's see, one of them's better than the other, so I'll pick that one. The toe is Kitchenered, so it looks like it's just continued knitting when I joined up those pieces. So I did Very Pink Knits Kitchener tutorial. She has a lot of slow motion tutorials, so that's how I ended it up, and I was happy when it ended. I was happy, but there they are. Like you, these may go on the wall until next Christmas, and then bring them down like, oh yes, I remember that. So I did tell a friend of mine, I was like, Princeton will never talk me into another sock challenge again. Never.
Princeton won't talk himself into another sock challenge again.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
So
how about we hold them? We each hold our sock up.
Yes.
So everybody can see them at the same time. Vote. And just vote. You can comment down below, Nikki socks or Princeton socks. And this, you're not going to hurt our feelings.
No, this was fun.
Well, let me rephrase that. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Go ahead and vote for it. So there they are.
Sorry.
So there. Go ahead and comment down below and let us know. I'm
glad we did it, but I'm glad it's over.
Yes, me too.
And you got a Roo, so.
I've got a Roo. She's very needy today.
Oh, she's precious. So don't show her my mug.
All right, you want to move on to let's do works in progress, shall we?
That's great, because I don't have any.
Okay, well, I've only got one.
Okay. I finished those socks up. I haven't cast on anything in the new year, so I'm looking forward to that. I gave my hands a couple of days rest. And we do have to talk about ergonomics and crafting health one day. I think that's interesting.
Yes, we absolutely should. I think that's a great idea.
So works in progress. What you got?
My works in progress. I am doing. Let me set this here. A corner to corner. Oh,
pretty.
So if you all have seen our first Joanne's video several months back, I had got this yarn, which is cupcake. What's that called?
Oh,
I can't remember what it's called. It is a cupcake,
but I don't know who makes that. I can't remember.
But I got this for like $2.99, and it's just been sitting there. And every time I open up my closet, that green's just staring at me. So I went ahead and picked it up and started doing a little corner to corner.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to turn out.
Let's see. That's so neat.
Yeah. So it's actually turning out better than I thought it would. And I'm just now getting to the lighter green. You can probably see.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it'll transition.
That's a long color repeat. Sorry.
It is. It really is. So, but yeah, that's the only one I've got going on. And I forgot how fun corner to corner is. So I'm looking forward to finishing that.
That's something, that's the crochet thing I'd be interested in trying, because it just looks like it is so, I like how it's very modular, but still very flowy. Those are
Yeah. Yep. It's fun. And it's also fun because it grows really fast. But for me, once I get to the point where I'm like, I'm ready for this to be done. When you start decreasing,
yeah.
it finishes up just as
Yeah.
fast as it grew.
Yeah.
So I guess I have a little bit of I need the instant gratification now. So
Yeah.
that's when I start decreasing it and
Yeah.
I get what I need.
So is that for a particular baby or just the in reserve? Okay.
I'm just making it.
Yeah. Those
Just
are cool too.
making
There's no deadline.
Yes, absolutely. So you want to do some finished projects?
My socks were my finished projects.
Oh,
I
that's right.
made I'm just gonna keep trotting them out because that's all I've worked on. It seems like for a while. I made a couple of projects. I did make a project bag out of some scrap fabric I had. This is kind of canvasy and a drawstring top, and I've got February in the Stash Knit Down group on Ravelry is hatathon. So I put the yarns I'm going to make my hats out of in my little project bag. So it's got somewhat lining. I am not a master project bag maker at all. This was just purely functional. I had the fabric. I made some face masks out of the bulk of it, but I had some left over and I didn't want it to go to waste. And I said, oh, that'd be a cute project bag. So I put all my yarns for my hat making in here, and I'll find my needles and put those in there. And so this was just very quick, one evening, just kind of sewing. And I have a very roomy project bag. So that's my finished object.
Looks good.
I like it. When I sew something, I feel like, wow, I did that. Like it's a real item or something. But project bag, socks. I have some face masks in my assembly line to go here, but pretty much just kind of I wound the year down very quietly and kind of easing into 2021. I do have an acquisition when we get there, but
I don't have many finished projects. So basically, put her down. My goodness. This year for Christmas, my family decided we weren't going to do a bunch of gifts. So we each, and my whole family, we each just picked one person and we just provided a gift for that one person, and that was it.
That's nice.
So I kind of wanted to get my mom and grandma some things. So I went ahead and started making washcloths for people. I figured that's a quick, easy gift, functional gift. And I forgot how fun it is to make them. So
there's your instant gratification.
Exactly. After Christmas, I decided I'll just keep making them. I'm in the groove. So I have 3 finished washcloths that I made.
Oh, cool.
And here is the first one. And this is off of some scrubby yarn.
Oh, I see it standing up by itself.
Yeah. And it is very,
oh, wow.
Very textured, and I love it.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So this was awesome. And I had the label for this one, but I left it. I will make more of these because these are awesome. They're not so awesome to work with. It kind of rubs your fingers raw a little bit when you're pulling the yarn through when you're opposite hand, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Maybe do one of those, then do something else. Then if you've got to get a bunch of them.
So I did that, and I just kept it the same style. I've got this one here.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah. So
love how textured they are.
And this is off the Peaches and Cream cotton yarn.
Okay. Okay.
And then the same thing, just different. This is off the Sugar and Cream cotton yarn.
Nice.
So just did the same. I put one border on this as opposed to two on this one. I think this pattern was so busy, I didn't want to do.
Oh.
The second border would have just took away from the body, the pattern of the. So.
I like it.
But yeah, those are my 3 washcloths.
That's cool.
So, and I gotta say, the Peaches and Cream cotton, it might be my favorite. I don't know, it just feels a little softer than the Sugar and Cream. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So
Rue likes it.
Yeah, Rue won't get off my lap. We're trying to make video gold here.
She knows and she's in it.
She wants to be the star.
Look
For all you
at
Rue
her.
fans, here you go. This is your Rue fix.
How precious.
Yeah. But now she's gonna go in her cage and lay down, right? All right. So yeah, those are what I'm hooked on right now. Instant
How long
gratification.
about how long do those take?
I can knock one out in about 35 minutes.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Yeah, I did all of them actually while watching football. So, and you don't got to count. You know, it's just perfect for not having to pay attention. You know,
TV project.
TV project. Yes.
The socks were not a TV project. I had to concentrate, so I'm ready for something easy now.
All right, I need to warn everybody. My wife just got home. She's probably here she comes. Hello, Jacqueline.
Hello, Jackie.
So everybody out there, we're actually filming. So you will be in the video.
Doing? Oh, there goes the light. I didn't do that.
So for all of you, Nikki is not my wife.
She is not. But guess who is?
This is my wife.
Hi.
Her name is Jacqueline.
Jacqueline, how y'all doing out there? My crochet peeps.
Yeah, well, she's a knitter.
Knitter. My bad. I get fussed out all the time. Crochet. Knit.
So there you go, everybody.
And there went Rue. She knows who loves her.
Yes, she knows who loves her. Boy. So yeah, I'm off track now.
Yeah, special guest star.
Special guest star. Yes, you're welcome, everybody.
There you go.
So, yeah.
So you finished up your dishcloths while watching football. Nice
Watching
TV
football.
project. They look great. They look great.
Yeah, they're fun to make. They're quick to make, and they're very, like you said, functional. They're functional gifts to give. So
that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a whole. You craft them for next year. You're gonna have a whole stack of them for.
I'm gonna hold on to them probably till next year and give them out. Probably.
They're good to have in reserve.
Yep, I'm learning. This is the first time I'm going to be doing that, so I'm looking forward to next year when Christmas comes. I'm gonna be like, Christmas is done, everybody. Here.
Just from the craft box.
Right.
See, that's pretty cool. I'm never that far ahead, but I just craft for me.
I craft for myself.
That's right.
So
do you have any acquisitions?
Well, I do, but that is in another episode.
Okay.
So, but you can share yours.
I have just I went to Tuesday morning briefly this week, and they had some new yarn out. So I purchased 3 skeins of Ella Ray DK Merino Superwash. And this color is Campfire Heather. And these are, I think it's 100 grams. Yeah, it's 100 grams, 260 yards, which is 237 meters. And that red was just amazing. So I got 2 skeins of that. And oh, what was it? I think it was $6.99. So I thought that was, for 100 grams, I thought that was a great price. And this red was just irresistible. And then I got 1 skein of the same Ella Ray DK merino in this, what do they call it? Riverwood heather. And it's a blue heathered kind of, there it is. So this will be for a hat. This will be maybe for a hat and a cowl combo. Maybe for me, maybe for my mother. I do craft for my mother sometimes when she's good. So, but
Hi, Mom.
hi, Mom. Vote for me, Mom. Please. So these are the only 3 things I bought, and I'm sort of kind of hoping not to make a whole lot of yarn purchases this year until I have some things lined up. I do have projects lined up that I want to get done out of stash yarn. So something's going to have to be really special for me to go ahead and pull that trigger and make a yarn purchase. But these, I love Ella Ray yarns. Tuesday morning seems to get their overruns quite a bit often. And these colors just got me. So
I really like that.
yeah, that it's nice. It is heathered. I don't know if it's showing up on camera very much, but it is kind of a bluey, purpley, heathery kind of look, but not overwhelming. So that's what I got in my stash. So maybe we'll see this one become a hat in February for the hatathon.
The hatathon.
Yeah, that's what they call it. You pledge to make a certain amount of hats, and you can get on teams, or you can do a full hatathon, which is 26 hats. Knit or crochet or loom or whatever you want to do. And we just see how many hats you can make. So I think last year I pledged 4, but I ended up making 5. So year before, I think I made 10. So I don't think I'm ever going to maybe do a full hatathon. You can do a half, which is 13. But I think, I don't know. I haven't really tallied up to see what kind of time I'm going to have. But I think 5 at a minimum.
Do we make this into the...
Don't.
Well, I have never heard of this, but I'm going to go ahead and pledge 10. No, 11, since you did 10 before. I'm going to do 11 hats. How about that?
This is your socks all over again. Why are you
No,
so craft competitive? Why?
I can make a hat. I know I can bust those out.
Well, you just make hats over in your corner there, okay?
I will. I'm pledging 11.
So, sorry, I've got to readjust the skein. It had gotten a little wonky at Tuesday morning. So, well, think about your hats then. February's a good time to make hats, you know. It's still cold, still be cold here. Still cold in a lot of places. So that's all I've got.
Okay. Well, since you're wrapping up your skein, how about we go ahead and wrap this video up? Now you like that segue. That was smooth,
man. Oh, that's great. That's great. So,
all right.
I'm going to say Happy New Year to each and all. And hopefully we will have some great crafts to share in 2021.
Absolutely.
But
sounds fun.
This has been fun.
All right. Well, thank you all for clicking on this video and watching us. And for all of you who made it to the end, you guys are the real troopers. And also, I want to say we have grown tremendously in the past couple weeks, really.
Yeah.
So all All the new people who are here, welcome. You are welcome. Bienvenidos.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for your support, and we hope you come back and some more because we got a lot more stuff coming at you very soon. So go ahead and say goodbye, Nikki.
Goodbye.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Bye.